Cricket is my passion and I cannot avoid it.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Sat Sri Akal to one and all to Cricket Unplugged. We have had the first World Test Championship finalists, rather the winners of the first World Test Championship, that is New Zealand. We thought it would be India, but New Zealand, like always, have been the bogey team. They've beaten India and have proved that why they are the number one side. And let's accept it that they were the better team. And to discuss with me what happened in this World Test Championship, I have Wasim Bhai. Wasim Jafar Saab, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nisbah.
Wasim Bhai, what a turnaround after 2 days of rain. The likely result would have been draw, but today's day of Test match turned the tables, and New Zealand were winners by 8 wickets, and you have to give it to them that they were the team probably who played better cricket.
Without a doubt, I think New Zealand played better cricket for the last 6 days, even though we didn't had 2 days of full days play because of the rain, and it looked likely that if the teams batted decently, if they had batted decently, it would have been a draw. But you got to give credit to the way New Zealand batted and even how they bowled in both the innings, and they made the play. They made the play. They bowled really well in both the innings. They used the conditions better, and they are the rightly winners. And as always, they are the nemesis of the Indian team in the ICC tournament, and once again they proved it right.
A very true nemesis of an ICC tournament for India. But mind you, it was actually today where India had won 8 years ago in England, beating England in that rain-shortened 50-over ICC Champions Trophy. And what heartbreak we have to suffer once again at the hands of New Zealand. But I want to come back to you, as you mentioned, they were rightly deserved team. But India on the second day, when at 146 for 3, and then being bowled out by 217, definitely New Zealanders bowled well. But you feel Indian batsmen probably did not apply themselves that well in that first innings?
I think so. I think at that stage, a score of 275, 300, looked like a very good score. Probably a score where India could dominate with the kind of bowling they had. But you got to give credit to how New Zealand bowlers bowled, especially Jamieson in the first inning, we don't have a very long tail, even though number 9, 10, 11 doesn't bat. But we didn't had the same kind of contributions that New Zealand had from Jamieson or maybe Saudi, and that probably hurt the Indian score. That 217 score looked under par, and that 30-35 runs lead of New Zealand actually proved quite vital in a game where the ball is always dominating the bat. Those kind of lead always hurt you. And I think again, to come back and get the Indian team all out on 170, I thought that was excellent effort. The way Team Saudi bowled, Trent Bolt, and everybody else supported. Neil Wagner, like I said in the preview show, he does the hard work and does the dirty work. Getting the prized wicket of Jadeja, who could have taken the game away from Rishabh Pant. So all in all, I thought they were the best team on the park in the 6 days that the game played.
Fair point, Wasim Bhai. Let me come again. Like you mentioned that the 30 runs were like gold, where New Zealand that made the eventual difference in the match, going either to a draw or India winning it maybe. But before that, don't you think India erred in playing an extra spinner?
I think so. I felt like generally going in England and played so much, the wicket generally spins no matter what on the 4th and 5th day. So I thought Jadeja would have been handy, but it didn't spin that much. But Jadeja, as I said in my preview show as well, that he's a very dependable batsman. He's got a test 100. So sometimes when the ball spins and you don't have a spinner at your disposable, then you feel that you made a mistake. So it is lots of ifs and buts about that selection. But even if you want to pick a batsman in place of Jadeja, you might have gone with Vihari, but you definitely wouldn't have gone with Siraj, because then your batting becomes very weak. Uh, so that was, one of the question marks. I mean, if the game would have happened in good weather, I felt Jadeja would have, had a very special role.
Fair point again. We talk about our openers. In the first innings, we got a start of 60, and in the second innings, they also we were okay till the eighth over till Shubman Gill played across the line, and then Saudi, pulled two outswingers to Rohit, and then got one ball in. Now, what is that India will have to do? Probably Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill going ahead when they play England.
I think they've definitely got a wake up call. Shubman Gill, especially, he looked a very good player till the time that he got out in both the innings. I think Team Saudi really set him up nicely, and uh, bowlers like Team Saudi and Trent Bolt, they are a very experienced, exponent. And the difference is that once you've got somebody who keeps bowling out swinger, it's easy to shape themselves. But somebody who then brings the ball in or keeps the ball straight, then the doubts come in. And that's how he got the better of Shubman Gill as well as Rohit Sharma. And that is a very smart bowling. And that's where probably the Indian bowlers lacked a bit. I thought, Indian bowlers didn't swing the ball that much apart from Mohammad Shami, and didn't create that much doubt in batsman's mind as much as Team Saudi or maybe Trent Bolt or Jamieson did. And that is something which I felt, Indian team going forward to the test series, the 5 test match series. I think the batting needs to step up. I think if you need to win test matches abroad, you need to put scores, even though you need to take 20 wickets. But if you don't put up a score of 350, 400 consistently, you are going to, find it difficult to win test matches. And a scores of 270, 170 doesn't win you test matches. So I think the batsmen need to pick themselves up. I think Rohit Sharma batted really well, even though he got 30 odd, but he looked set. But then again, he got out. Shubman Gill has to pick himself up. It's a big series, and he needs to step up along with Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, Virat Kohli himself. Unless these guys, unless we have got somebody who keeps one of the innings keeps scoring hundreds, and we don't score 350, 400, we are going to find hard to win test matches in England.
You rightly mentioned, Wasim Bhai, that batsman needs to step up. There was a time when we used to have problems to pick 20 wickets. Now we have the right bowlers and they are able to pick 20 wickets. But I remember in the last series in 2018 when India went to England, it was the batting which was letting down. We were able to bowl England out, but we were not having enough runs. And there were matches where we were close, but yet so far.
Definitely, I think even in the last series, if I recollect, the 2 test matches, I remember we lost by 60 runs, or I think we lost by 30 odd runs. Those 2 matches, I mean, we were chasing scores like 210 or maybe 240, something like that, and we collapsed again. So I think the batting needs have played in England, once or twice before, so they all know the conditions really well. And Duke's ball, as I have mentioned in my previous show as well, that it's going to cause problem, but you got to find a way. You need to find that right balance between the caution and aggression. And I thought, in the second innings of Indian team, I think we played with what happened in the first inning. I think the conditions were a little bit better, and we should have imposed ourselves a little bit more on their bowlers. We should have been a little bit more positive, and we should have shown a little bit more intent, because it wasn't like the day one pitch. So that's where probably I lacked. 50, probably 40, 50 runs more would have been a different result altogether.
Spot on, Wasim. I also am with you on that point that probably India went with the mindset that first they would go for a draw and they did not show that intent. And that's what the difference of 30 runs made. Had we been on par or probably we had the lead, you probably would have shown more intent. Anyways, my most important point, the ICC trophy still eludes us. 8 years ago, as I said, we won this in 2013, and today we are still like the bridesmaid. We've come close, whether it was a Champions Trophy defeat to Pakistan, whether it is the T20 defeat to Sri Lanka, or the last year's, rather 2019 World Cup defeat to New Zealand. We look to be the better team, but we don't seem to get across.
Definitely, and I think one of the things that keep coming
into the debate is Virat Kohli's captainship. You know that he doesn't win ICC trophies. He hasn't won IPL trophies, and that ICC trophy still eludes him. You know they are coming close, but they are not crossing the line. So I feel that you know they need to step up. I thought they played brilliant cricket for the last 2 years. Any team that reaches the World Test Championship final has to have played really well. So both teams have done the you know the hard work to come here, but it's only that you know like I said, the important stages in the game, I think New Zealand played better, but rightly said that ICC trophy still eludes us. But again, I feel India hasn't won in England for a long time. I think 2007 when I played, that was the last time India won, and we haven't won a series there. So it's a good time to you know break that record. And as I said, India have got that squad. India has got that potential to do that, provided they improve with what mistakes they have done in this game and in the previous tours. And I'm sure if they play to their potential, I'm sure they can beat this England side.
Well, you're right. If India plays to the potential, they can beat this England side, and probably Virat Kohli will have to lead from the front like last time when he did in 2018, score heaps of runs. Because if you do not have runs, the bowlers, even though they might get you 20 wickets, you'll not have the runs probably to defend, and that's what was the difference today. 30, 40 runs difference here and there, and who knows what would have happened. And rest probably we can take it over when we talk when India goes on to England. Thank you, Wasim Bhai. And once again, I want to inform all our fans who are watching the show that New Zealand are the first World Test Championship finalists. They have been the bogey team who once again has got the better of Team India. And we hope that India can probably bounce back in the England Test series and later on in the T20 World Cup. Looking forward to catching with you up very soon, Wasim Bhai.
Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully, I'll be there. Till then, take care, and it's nice to be here.
Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah.
Bye-bye.